Assalamualaikum and good morning. So today our group will present about issue in human resource management in company Airasia Capital A Berhad. So first, let me introduce my team member. Start with me. My name is NURIN binti NORIZAM.
My name is Noor binti JEFRI.
My name is AWADAH binti ROHAIRUL. And my name is Zafreina binti HAZIDAN.
Okay, so let's start with the company background, which is company Airasia. Airasia is operating under its parent company Capital A Berhad, is the one of the Asia leading low-cost carrier in the aviation industry that founded in 1993 and rebranded in 2001. Under the leadership of Tony Fernandez, Airasia rapidly will transform from struggling domestic airline into a global aviation powerhouse. The company specializes in affordable air travel, connecting over 130 destinations across Asia and beyond. As part of Capital A, Airasia has expanded its scale beyond aviation into digital service, logistics, and lifestyle business. Yet, air transportation is remained its core operation. With its strong brand presence, extensive road network, and commitment to low-cost efficiency, Airasia continue to be dominant player in the regional airlines market. Next slide. Okay, I will discuss about the first human resource management issue that faced by Airasia, which is employee mental health. This has become a major HR challenge as the aviation industry that continue to undergo rapid operational change, fluctuating market condition, and growing performance expectation. As workload increase, the mental well-being of employee has become critical concern that directly affect to performance, safety, and long-term organizational sustainability. In recent years, Airasia has experienced a consistent rise in mental health that related to case among employees. This trend reflects to higher level of stress, emotional exhaustion, and psychological strain across department. Frontline staff such as cabin crew, pilot, and ground personnel are especially affected due to irregular schedule, long working hours, and high service standard. Office employee also has a pressure from digital transformation, demanding deadline, and heavy workload. But together, these factors contribute to fatigue, burnout, lower and declining well-being. This growing mental health concern also create ethical challenge for Airasia, which is one major dilemma is a balancing operational demand with the organizational duty of care. Although Airasia must maintain high productivity and safety standard, it is also has responsibility to protect employee welfare. Another ethical issue is involve privacy. Mental health checks require confidently, but yet early detection is important to provide timely support. Additionally, stigma remains a concern as some employee may hesitate to seek help for fear of judgment or discrimination. The theory that I use is the job demand resources JDR model, which is it help to explain the root of this issue. Job demands such as long shifts, customer service pressure, and time constraints have increased faster than job resources like counseling support, recovery time, and stress management initiative. This imbalance lead to burnout and chronic stress that matching the upward trend in mental health care. Therefore, stronger organizational support systems are necessary. So next slide. In response, Airasia introduced the All-Star Peer Support Program as a part of the sustainability and employee well-being strategy. The program provides a confidential emotional support in 10 languages and has trained 84 peer supporters from various roles. But by 2034, it had assisted nearly almost 145 cases involving personal issue, workplace conflict, and emotional distress. This initiative promote a caring and psychologically safe organizational culture. But however, limitation is remain. The number of peer supporter is still insufficient for Airasia large workforce, and some employee may not receive timely support. Peer support also cannot to replace a professional mental health intervention for more complex issues. This stigma continues to discourage some employees from seeking assistance. To strengthen its effort, two recommendations are proposed. First, ASEA should increase the number of peer supporters across region and department to improve accessibility and reduce stigma. And number two, the company should complement peer support with professional counseling service by hiring certified psychological or partnering with external mental health provider. This will ensure employee to will be more severe concerned with appropriate care. So in conclusion, by enhancing mental health support is not only an ethical responsibility, but also a strategic HR priority for ASEA. By analyzing the issue through the JDR model, acknowledging ethical dilemma and strategic support program, ASEA can build healthier, more resilient, and more engaged workforce. Improving mental well-being ultimately will support productivity, safety, and sustainability, organizational success. So that's all from me. Thank you. I'll pass it to the Nabila.
Okay, so next, I will explain about the issue faced by Asia, which is Asia AI chatbot. So the main problem was that Eva did not meet customer expectations. Many customers complained that Eva was difficult to use, slow to respond, and unable to provide important real-time information such as flight delays, boarding updates, and or baggage status. Tony Fernandez, the CEO of Capital A, also mentioned that Eva fell short of people's expectations. This showed that even the company realized that the chatbot was not effective. In addition, Eva was mostly reactive. It only answered when users asked a question, and it did not provide proactive updates. Because of these weaknesses, customers become frustrated, especially during peak seasons when many people needed help with refunds, flight change, and travel information. So in summary, the issue was that Eva provided a poor customer service experience, which is affected customer satisfaction and an Asia brand's image. So this chart shows Eva huge workload, which is 130 million users in total and 43 million queries in 2020. This heavy usage explains why Asia upgraded to AXBO for a better performance. So to solve the problem, Asia introduced a new AI chatbot, which is called AXBO. This new chatbot is designed using improved artificial intelligence and machine learning. This company spent almost 8 months studying customer feedback to understand what features customer really needed. AXBO includes several new functions. For example, it can provide a real-time flight status, boarding updates, baggage tracking, and automatic notifications if there are last-minute flight change. It also supports self-service, meaning customers can change their flights, request refund, or handle service recovery without waiting for a human agent. Another important improvement is that AXBO is connected to a live agent. If customers still need help, AXBO will forward them directly to a human staff member. Overall, this strategy shows that Asia is listening to customers and using technology to improve their service quality. So next is theory. This issue can explain using a few theories. So first is the technology acceptance model, or TAM. According to this model, users will accept a system if it is useful and easy to use. Eva did not meet these two requirements, but AXBO aims to increase usefulness and ease of use for customers. Second, we can apply the service quality theory, also known as SERVQUAL. This theory highlights 5 dimensions of service quality, including reliability and responsiveness. AXBO improved these dimensions by providing accurate, real-time updates and faster response. And finally, we can link this to digital transformation theory, which explains how businesses use technology to improve efficiency and customer experience. AirAsia move from Ava to Axbo is part of their digital transformations strategy to strengthen their service system. And for the improvement, I would like to recommend a few actions. First, AirAsia should continue to test Axbo under high demand situation to make sure it can handle peak traffic without breaking down. Second, they should keep updating the AI and collecting feedback from customer. This will help us both learn, improve over time. Third, the transfer from Axbo to a human agent should be more seamless. Customer must not be forced to repeat the same information. And fourth is Asia can invest in better language processing, especially for mixed language like English, because many Malaysia users communication in that styles. And lastly, Asia should provide short tutorials in the app to help customer understand how to use Axbo effectively. And with these recommendations, Asia can strengthen customer satisfaction and avoid the problems that happen with Ava. So that's all for me. I will pass to the next presenter.
So next, I will present the HR issue of talent retention and employee turnover in Asia. This is important because it can impact workforce stability and overall organization performance. According to the Capital A Sustainability Report in page 95, the Asia faced higher turnover among female employees, especially cabin crew and ground staff. This create operational challenges such as disrupted flight schedule, increased recruitment and training costs, and the loss of experienced talent. The key factors contributing to this turnover including workforce balance, work-life balance, and difficulties, and limited career development opportunity. To this analysis, this issue, I apply quality theory. For explanation, the employees compare their inputs such as long hours, emotional effort, and personal commitments with the outcome they receive, like flexibility, recognition. When employers feel their input are greater than their outcome, the process is unfair. In Asia, many female employees face irregular shift and family responsibility. If these higher input are not balanced with supportive benefits, it leads to a sense of inequity, which increases turnover. So next slide. For strategy, Asia meet. Next slide. Asia support work-life balance through the ID travel benefits, which allow employers and their family to travel at discount rate. This help reduce stress, encourage employees to take breaks, and improve well-being. For female staff, facing higher turnover pressure from family and work demands, this benefit provide emotional relief and strengthen overall job satisfaction. And the second program, All-Star Ambassador. This initiative allow employers to earn extra income by promoting Asia digital product. This program boost engagement, create a sense of involvement in the company brand, and increase motivation, especially among younger employers who form the majority of Asia workforce. Because younger staff often leave yearly due to lack of engagement, this program can help improve retention. And for the recommendation, first is strength training and upskill varies by social human resource. By offering clear promotion routes and professional development, Asia can help younger employees see a future in the company. When staff feel they can grow international, they are less likely to leave, reducing yearly career turnover. And the second, to enhance internal mobility, this means allowing cabin crew and ground staff and other frontline employees to move into different departments such as customer service, HR, or operational. Room mobility increase motivation, provide career variety, and keeps talent employees within the organization rather than losing them to competitors. In summary, the asset turnover issue is driven by fairness concern related to work-life balance and career growth. With strong strategy like ID19 benefits and All-Star Ambassador program, along with improvement in training and internal mobility, ASEAN can significantly reduce turnover and retain value talent. So that's all for me. I will pass to Humayra.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Today I'll be explaining about the gender pay gap issue in Airasia. The gender pay gap in Airasia is primarily driven by structural factors within the organization rather than direct wage discrimination. One of the main issues is the low representation of women in senior leadership and board level roles. These positions are among the highest paid in the company, and when they are predominantly occupied by men, the average pay for male employees naturally rises higher than that of female employees. So this creates a noticeable pay gap at the organizational level. Another major contributor is the concentration of women in the lower pay quartiles. In simple terms, more female employees are found in lower paying job categories such as junior positions, administrative roles, and operational support roles. Meanwhile, men are more represented in the technical, managerial, and leadership positions that offer significantly higher salaries. So this uneven distribution across pay levels forms the backbone of the gender pay gap. So the data reveals that when considering the entire group, the mean and median hourly pay of male all-stars are 54.3% and 55.3% higher than that of their female counterparts, respectively. So this outcome is to be expected given the gender imbalances within the industry, especially in male-dominated roles like engineering and piloting. These technical roles not only pay more, they are also more in number than other positions. This trend is supported by the finding that male all-stars make up to 78% of the uppermost pay quartile, which comprises a significant number of pilots. In contrast, females make up to 48% of the lower pay quartile. This situation can be explained using the glass ceiling theory, in which the glass ceiling theory refers to invisible but systemic barriers that prevent women from rising into top-level positions, even when they have the qualifications, skills, and performance needed. In the context of Asia, these barriers may show up in the form of limited promotion opportunities for women, unconscious biases during recruitment, and career advancement, or can also be because of workplace conditions that do not equally support women in pursuing leadership or technical careers. Because women struggle to move upward in the hierarchy, the company ends up with far fewer women in high-paying roles, which then widens the overall gender pay gap. Despite these issues, AirAsia has acknowledged the challenge and has introduced several initiatives to address it. Programs like Ratu Tech aim to empower women, especially young professionals, to enter and succeed in technology-related fields. These roles are often higher paying and male-dominated, so encouraging women into these pathways help shift the overall gender distribution. Asia is also working on to increase female representation in leadership and technical roles, showing an effort to break the glass ceiling and create a more balanced leadership pipeline. Alongside this, the company performs gender pay gap analysis to monitor disparities and ensure that their pay practices remain fair. Their commitments to the Women Empowerment Principles (WEP) further signals a long-term dedication to building a more equitable and inclusive workplace. In summary, the gender pay gap at Asia is not about unequal pay for equal work, but it is more to unequal access to higher paying roles. Structural barriers have limited women's progression, but with targeted initiatives like leadership development, gender-focused programs, and ongoing monitoring, Asia is moving towards a more balanced and equitable future. So that is all from our group. Thank you.